What's going on, beautiful people? We hit another banger of a trade today. We got about 744 out of the markets. It's still fucking falling, which is beautiful. But we take our one-to-ones. We don't get too greedy, and we get the fuck out. So today, same thing. I read the auction the same way. I was looking for actually, what I was looking for is for this level here to actually have bounced from to continue higher. But what I noticed was it got broken through, and it also, the price at 830 was underneath the VWAP. So I had sells in mind more than buys. As well as we broke through previous sessions POC, there was just a bunch of things aligning, right? So it didn't actually reject from value area low. And so I was just waiting for a bounce from the value area high to continue to sell off, as well as there were levels here that I noticed were price was actually rejecting from again, super solid, as well as for my bias. Of course, I had sells, but why? Well, I didn't exactly have just sells in mind, but sells was on the board because of the rejections that it kept having up here at around 77.95. And so because of those rejections, it caused me to think that most likely we're going to sell off, but how much, I wasn't sure. As well as there was another level down here, and I was sure that if it was broken, that we use it, and we did, to continue the sell off. Oh my God, it's just selling off. It's so nice. As for my levels within the volume profile, I had two low volume nodes, one right here, which got broken right away, and this one as well. And it got broken. It was sort of used as a support, sort of, but not really. So I'll just actually delete it now. So I was just waiting for a price, since it was in the balanced, in a balanced range, which is always going to be the volume profile, the value area of the volume profile. That's always the balanced area, right? That's where most of the auction happens, as well as the POC. Like I said, it had been broken, so I figured we'd continue to sell off. Now I was just looking for, once I had already entered the trade, which was here at 77.74. Once I had gotten in, I had looked for a level for price to actually reject off of to continue the sell off, right? So I noticed that value area high from the previous day was used as a sort of support and a resistance. You see, price couldn't break through right away. Once it did, it actually was used as a support, but price or buyers couldn't push price any further to break these highs. So for me, that was a sign that, sellers were exhausted and buyers were taking over. And once I saw this massive red candle, it completely flipped my mind on buys, right? So as the auction continued, I did get into the trade at 8:45. That's when I got into the trade because of the break of this red candle. And I took a one-to-one, and I was just waiting, and I continued to watch and read the market as it was continuing to reject from certain levels, as well as when price actually continued to break underneath the VWAP, So all these things, all these little clues, all part of the volume profile. It gives you so much detail, so much. So you want to be able to read it as well as you can. I do have videos on my channel if you are interested. I do break down what the different levels of the volume profile are and how to use them. And of course, as always, if price is up here, up top, it's in a premium, right? That's where it's too expensive. So we have to sell from this area. And as for the bottom half of the volume profile, that's usually the discount. So that's when price is actually best to buy, right? And as you can see, it got bought up. It got bought up twice. It got bought up multiple times, right? That being said, I was waiting for the break of either side. But once I saw that there was a bias, that there was a trend of price not being able to break that value area high, I did get more confidence in holding this for the sell-off. And not that I was going to get out early or anything, but I went ahead and moved my stops right there to that point of resistance. And then once price broke below and continued, I put my stops right here, right above this this little area of resistance as well. and I just held the trade until we hit take profit, and now we're at 744 on the day. So yeah, there's a lot of resources to look into when it comes to the volume profile. I mean, I'm a resource if you ever need it. There's a bunch of videos on my channel that go over it, and there isn't a specific strategy that I use other than my risk management. I always typically go for a 1-to-1, and I'll try and hold a runner sometimes, but for the most part, my strategy is just 1-to-1 and reading the auction, right? Support and resistance levels, essentially, right? I'm looking for a price to hold certain levels, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But you want to read the auction. It's literally like reading a book. It's telling you exactly what prices are holding and what prices are not holding, right? So as you can even see here, right, if you really were to have gotten into a sell here at the value area high, it would have came down to the value area low. So we were in a range all night, basically, and I was just waiting for the break of either side for the either buy or the sell, and luckily I was able to read it in time that we were seller heavy. So I was confident in getting into these sells, and especially once we started breaking lower and lower and using certain levels as resistance, I started to make my stops even tighter and tighter and tighter and tighter. I think at one point I had it here, and then once, or yeah, right around here, and then once my take profit hit, that was pretty much it. Like nothing else to it. So if there's anything I can do for you guys, just comment on the video, and I'll try and answer back as soon as I can, as well as I do have a Discord if you guys are interested. I have not been on top of that, but I will be as soon as I can. Discord it's more of a paid for mentorship, so but I did take some time off because of a life. Life is very hectic, busy all the time, always fucking busy. So, but I am gonna start that Discord back up. So if you're interested, that will be available soon, as well as yeah, just keep following the journey. We're gonna probably get this eval account soon. Hopefully, this week isn't over. It's not even fucking Wednesday, so we'll see. But yeah, definitely get on top of that volume profile. Learning how to read volume is going to be the thing that brings your trading to the next level, honestly. Nothing else matters. All the patterns that you see all these gurus teaching is essentially just volume, right? So you could attach it to whatever strategy you do use already, and it would probably just boost your win rate even higher, as well as making, and this is what I preach over everything, is risk management. Risk management will get you further than anything else. It will give you more wins than any other strategy out there, because when you practice risk management, you're only risking what you can afford to lose, as well as you're not reaching for the stars. You know, like a lot of people will preach, oh, you know, shoot for 1-to-6, 1-to-10, 1-to-12s, and I've traded like that, but they come with a lot of losses. Now I'm not saying it's not profitable. It's profitable, but when you're taking a lot of losses, it can really distort your perception of how your trading is, right? Even if you win, you have a big win, but you took all these losses, it doesn't always translate to that feeling you get when you see multiple green days, multiple green days, multiple green days. Yeah, so get on top of your risk management and follow some type of volume indicator that you can find, whether that's those little bubbles like the fucking heat map, or like this a volume profile. I was using the footprint chart. Not that that doesn't work, it does, but it is very chaotic, and I've had actually the best trades from the volume profile, or the volume profile as well as the footprint chart together. But with the footprint chart, it is it's like trading on fucking cocaine. It's insane. And I am trying to not trade in that way anymore. I want a stress-free way of trading, and this is the most stress-free way of trading, is just shooting for my 1-to-1s. So simple, so simple. So if you need any help, like I said, comment down below if any questions that you may have for me, and I'll try and get back to you as soon as I can. So peace and love. Peace out.